Hi everyone, welcome back to another lecture. In this lecture, we are going to create file using touch method. So this video is all about creation of files and doing something with a file. Okay, so we are going to learn about how to create a directory later in this video. So first of all, we are going to see how to create a file using touch command. So as we all know that we have learned about cat. So this is the second command for file creation, which is touch. So this command was originally developed so a user could simply touch a file to change some of its details such as date it was created or modified. So however, if the file does not exist, so this command create that file by default. So now guys, let's see how we can create any file using touch. So now let's see, currently we are in home Kali. So here I'm going to create file which is using with the help of touch, and file name is new file. So this is the basic syntax. Okay, so after hitting enter, now the file is being created. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use ls for list. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use L. So what it will do, so as you can see that I use ls hyphen L to see the long list of the directories. Okay, so L is for long list of the directories. Okay, so after hitting enter, so I see that a new file has created with the name new file. Okay, so as you can see here, now when you notice here, the size is 0 because this file does not contains anything. That is why it is showing me that the size of this particular thing or file is 0. So this is how you can create a file using touch command. So guys, now let's learn about how to create a directory. Directory means folder. So as you can see that with the blue color, these are the directories. So now how to create directory in Kali Linux. So first of all, let's clear it. So after clearing it, so the command for creating a directory in Linux is mkdir, which is mkdir, make directory. Okay. So what it is, so a contraction of make directory to create a directory name. Now with the help of that mkdir, this is the way to write. So the name of the directory is new directory. Okay, so simply hit enter. So after hitting enter, as you can see that we have created this directory. Now as you can see that new directory. So guys, I want to navigate to new directory. So how I can navigate? Simply use cd change directory. Okay, cd, let me do it again, cd new directory. Now hit okay, now hit enter. Now as you can see that we are inside the new directory. Now I want to see what this particular directory contains. Now when I do ls, it is not containing anything right now. Okay, so now guys, the next thing that I'm going to teach you is how to copy file. So to copy file, we use command cp. Okay, so this creates a duplicate of the file in the new location and leaves the old one in place. So here we will create the old file in the root directory with touch command and copy it into root new directory, renaming it, we can say renaming it in the process and leaving the original old file in place. Okay guys, so now let's get back cd. Now let's check where I am. So I'm in Kali, so let's clear this. So after clearing, now I'm going to create touch old file. So this is the file that I'm going to create. So after creating, now when you ls, as you can see that the file has been created, old file. Now I want to copy it, cp, okay, cp, and after cp I will provide the path where I want to copy this file with a new name. So I want to copy this file into directory and the name is new file. Now hit enter. So guys, as you can see that this is giving us error. So what is the problem here? First of all, I need to add the file name that I want to copy, which is old file. Okay, now let's check everything is fine. Now guys, what it is doing here, why this command is not running successfully, it is because I'm using root. Okay, so now guys, let's change root into home. Let's check, it is giving us error. Kali. Okay, now as you can see that we have successfully copied this particular file, which is old file, into the new directory. Now if you want to check what you need to do, so first of all let's understand why these commands are getting error. So the problem here is, now let's check from first one, cp root new directory file. So what it is doing here, it is nothing, it is doing nothing, but it is saying that missing destination file operand after this. Okay, so this is why it is giving error of, or I haven't, as you can see that we need to add old file here, but we haven't. Okay, we didn't. Okay, now let's check next one. So when I have added old file, but the problem here is we are currently not the root user, as you can see that Kali@Kali. So that is why I think it is throwing us an error. Now guys, when you see this particular command, which as you can see that, okay, when you see this command, so in this command what we did here is, now let's check this command. This command is also throwing us an error because when you touch file pwd, when you check like pwd which directory currently you are working on, so like pwd, hit enter, as you can see that this is a directory where we are currently working on. So in this case I didn't added this Kali, so that is why it is throwing us error. Now let's check this one. So in this case, in this case, as you can see that we have added all the correct path, which is home, Kali, new directory, new file. So we have successfully created, we have successfully copied this particular old file into the new directory with the new name, new file. Okay, so now let's clear this all. After clearing this, now let's check, we are currently working on home Kali. Now is the things are very clear. Now let's check new directory. So I want to change the directory with the help of cd new directory, hit enter. Now currently I am in new directory. Now do ls. So as you can see that we are inside the new file. Now if you want to see the content, so it is containing nothing, that is why it is showing us nothing. So this is how you can copy a file from one place to another place. Okay, now guys, let's learn renaming a file. So unfortunately Kali does not have a command intended solely for renaming a file. So as Windows and some other operating system do, but it does not have move command. No, because it does have move command. So mv command can be used to move a file or directory to a new location, or simply to give an existing file a new name. So now let's repeat it again. Now I'm going to repeat it again. Kali does not have a command intended solely for renaming a file. So Kali does not have any command to rename a file. So as Windows and some other operating system has, like Mac and all. But if we talk about Linux, it does have mv command, which is move command. So the move command or mv command can be used to move a file or directory to a new location, or simply to give an existing file a new name. So to rename new file to suppose like this is the new file, I want to rename it with the new file 2. So how you can do that? Simply use mv new file to new file 2. Now hit enter. Now let's do ls. So as you can see that we have successfully renamed this particular file. So now let's learn how to remove a file. How to remove a file. Okay, so currently we are in this directory, so as we all know that. So to remove a file, you can simply use rm command. So to move any file, we use mv command, and to remove any file, we use rm command. Now if you want to see it, simply use for remove rm command, remove new file 2. Now hit enter. Now let's do ls. As you can see, we are getting nothing. Okay, so this is how you can remove a file. Now guys, if you want to see how to remove a directory, so the command for removing a directory is simpler to rm command for removing file, but we did, or we can say directory appended, like so. We use rm. Okay, what I'm going to do is cd. Okay, now let's clear it first. Now let's do this. Okay, so things are clear that we are having. Okay, so now let's try. So in case of we can say removing a directory, we can also use like this. Let's see it's gonna work or not. Directory, and when you hit enter, now guys, let's check is it working or not. As you can see that we have successfully removed new directory. So this is how you can use removing directory command. So guys, this is all about all the basic commands that you can use inside Kali Linux, or we can say Linux operating system. So these all are the basic commands that you must be aware about, because in this course we are going to see so many things related to Linux, related to these commands, related to anything that I have taught you. So guys, please be aware. Please keep repeating these commands. Please keep practicing these commands, because these commands will going to play uh, very crucial role when it comes to Linux operating system, because Linux is not about graphical user interface. It's all about terminal. You are directly interacting with terminal with the help of commands, and as you can see that the commands make your work very easy, man, very easy. With the simple command you can create a folder, you can remove a folder, you can copy a folder, you can do anything with the commands. So this gonna be very uh, we can say fun when you do practice, when you learn things. And if you have any doubt, please do ask doubts, because if you ask me, then I will answer you all the questions. I will answer you all the questions. So please keep practicing. Please learn from other sources. There is no restriction that you need to learn or you have to learn with this course only. You have so many sources, you learn from them and you practice and make a better human being. And I just believe on 1% rule. So what is 1% rule? It is all about you have to improve yourself with the 1% as compared to yesterday. You have to be 1% better than yesterday. So this is how 1% rule works. So keep learning, keep practicing, keep enjoying, and it's all about learning. Life is all about learning. And thank you for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now guys, in this lecture we are going to see export command. So the export command is a built-in utility of Linux bash shell. So it is used to ensure the environment variable and functions to be passed to the child processes. So it does not affect the existing environment variables. So this is the thing. And the environment variables are set when we open a new shell session at any time. If we change any variable value, so the cell has no way to select that change. And the export command allows us to update the current session about the changes that have been made to the exported variable. So we do not need to wait to start a new cell session. So now let's see what will be the syntax of using this. So syntax will be very clear. Let me open the terminal first. Okay, so let me zoom. For zooming it, simply hold Control plus button and it will start zooming in. Okay, so this is the terminal that we have, and the syntax that I'm going to give here is it will be like export and with the space, This is for f for function, and n here you can use like this. Okay, you can also use name, but hyphen n is pretty small, so use this, and you can use it like name and is equal to value. So this is like this. This is like this particular thing. Just close this. This. Okay. So this is the basic syntax of using export. So don't confuse if you're not understanding it and if you're not getting it. I will teach you how you can do this. Okay, guys. So now first of all, we are going to see the export command without any kind of argument. So the basic export command will display all the exported environment variable of our system. So how you can use it? Simply type export and hit enter. So now guys, you can see that we are having all the environment variable that are exported of our system. Let me scroll it up. You will find all the environment variables. Okay guys. Okay, so the next thing, first of all, let me clear this. So now we have cleared the window. Now let's see how to display all the exported variable on a current cell. So as you can see, I am the root user. So don't worry if you're not getting it. I will teach you how to become a root user later on in this course. So this is not necessary to talk about the root user in this current starting lectures of this course. That is why I'm not taking the root user section lecture here. I will talk about root user later on in this course. Okay, so now let's see how to display all this exported variables on current cell. So simply to display all the exported variables on the current cell, we are going to use like export -p. So this will simply list out all the current variables on a all the environment variables on a current cell actually. Okay, so these all are the environmental variables on the current cell. Okay, so again let me clear this. Okay, so this is done. So now guys, now let's see how to use export command with the function. Okay, so as I have told you, for using function you can use it like this. So this is the basic syntax. So now see how you can do that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a function like name1. This is the basic syntax of function, and inside this I want to print on the screen with echo. Okay, echo. Now I want to print here Linux course. So this is the syntax. Okay, now let's close this. So this is the basic syntax. Now hit enter. So as you can see that what this is giving us, okay, system near expected token. Okay, so what it is showing here is this is showing us error. So now let's minimize this error. What is the problem here? Let me do this. Now hit enter. As you can see, I need to add a space here. Okay, so now it is working correctly. Now simply use export for function f. So it will export the function. Now hit enter. Okay, okay, the name of our function is like name1 function. Okay, let me change the name1. Now hit enter. Okay, so we are using bash, so simply type bash here, and then I want to say the content inside it. So I'm going to type the name of my function and hit enter. So as you can see that Linux course, the what we have given here. Okay guys, so this is how you can use export for the function. Is this clear? So I think you get it what I want to show you. Now simply let's see, first of all clear this. Now let's see how you can create the function from beginning. Okay, now let's see that how you can do that. Okay guys, for that simply type here nothing but the function name like fun, adding this, not a big deal. Let me add the spaces here, echo, and here I want to give here hello everyone. Okay, this is the way. Simply terminate it and hit enter. So now we have created this function fun, inside which we are having hello everyone. Okay, so now let's see how you can do that. Simply type export. For exporting it, hyphen F for function and name of the function, which is fun. Now hit enter. We are using bash, simply type bash, and then the function name, which is fun, and hit enter. As you can see that we have managed to get the result what inside the function is. Okay, so which is hello everyone. Now guys, let's clear the screen. And the next thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you how to assign a value before exporting a function or a variable. Okay, so now how you can do that, simply type a is equal to 5 like this, and then simply export a. Okay, simply a. Now hit enter. So we have exported a, and now we are going to use print e and v. Okay, so now a. So what it will do, it will simply using this we can verify the assignment by using the print e and v command. Okay, now hit enter. So after hitting enter, as you can see that we are having result 5. Okay guys, so now let's see how to set Vim. Vim is the text editor application that we have inside the Linux. So now let's see how to set Vim as a default editor. So as we all know, the Vim editor is the most widely used text editor for the Linux system, and we can set the Vim as default text editor by using the export command. So for setting it, now let's see how you can set that. Simply type export. This is for exporting it. Editor spelling is right or not? Okay, is this correct? Yes, this is correct. Now use, this is the path. This is the path of the Vim editor, which is user, bin, and win. So if you want to see this, you can see it from here. Okay, so now I'm not going to use this because I know this is the path. Now simply what you need to do here is simply hit enter. So after hitting enter, what you need to do here is next thing, that is simply type export with this and grep editor. Okay, so let me check if spelling is correct or not, because if it is any wrong thing, it will give us error. Now hit enter. So as you can see that declared -x editor export this editor. That simply means that we have successfully managed to set the Vim as our default editor. So now let's see how to set an environmental variable. So that we have seen earlier. So now let's see it again. Now just clear this. Now let's see how you can do that. Okay, so the syntax here will be very clear, like export name is equal to value. So this will be the syntax. So now let's see how you can do that. So export, we are going to use export. Now sys is that I'm going to allot value to it is 50. Now hit enter. Simply type echo sys and hit enter. You will see this says the name of the variable. Now if you want to see the content, what is the content inside it, simply use echo percentage, sorry, not $sign sys. So it will give you the value that what it contains inside it. Okay, so this is how guys you can use export command inside Linux operating system.